If you're planning to retire early, and I mean in your 50s early, building a bridge to Social Security is absolutely key, not just in your financial plan, but to give you peace of mind as well. I've got a sample case study, one couple's approach to building that bridge. Got that and more coming up. Over the years, myself and our team of CFPs here at Korhorn Financial Group, we've helped a lot of people retire early with confidence, with creative tax planning to lower their tax bill throughout their entire life, with the right short-term and long-term investment strategy, navigating health insurance in that window before Medicare kicks in at 65, and building an income plan that actually works from day one of retirement. That last piece, the pre-Social Security income plan, we call that the bridge to Social Security. And honestly, this is where a lot of early retirees, those that want to retire before 62 or before Social Security kicks in, this is where they get stuck. If you haven't done this before, if you haven't analyzed the different approaches, it can feel like a gamble, like you're just hoping the money holds out until that first Social Security check arrives. Don't gamble. Have the clarity and confidence that you're taking the right approach using creative strategies designed by your CFP. To help illustrate what a sample bridge to Social Security can actually look like, here's a sample scenario. So here's the situation. Married couple with just about $3 million saved up. They're debt-free, the kids are out of the house, and they want to retire around age 58. Of that $3 million, about $2 million is in their pre-tax retirement account, so their 401ks, traditional IRAs, that sort of thing. About $500,000 is in Roth accounts, and then another $500,000 in cash and in a taxable brokerage account. Now then, their Social Security on top of that. If they claim at age 62, the higher wage earner is looking around $2,000 a month of Social Security and their spouse around $1,000. So $3,000 a month of Social Security combined if they start collecting right at 62. And of course, they're retiring at 58, so they could draw at 62. If they wait until 65 though, and they let their Social Security grow, it's closer to $2,500 and $1,250, so just under $4,000 if they let it grow, which they're considering. And then here's the key. They need about $12,000 a month gross before taxes to live the lifestyle that they want. That's their number. That's the goal they're trying to achieve, $12,000 a month. Now, providing that income, obviously, we've got to look at their investment approach. Of that $3 million, about a 4% withdrawal rate is $120,000 a year. That's $10,000 a month. They need 12. So right off the bat, you can see the tension. Now, once Social Security kicks in, even if they draw right at age 62, their combined $3,000 of Social Security a month is flowing, and the math works great, right? Their portfolio only needs to generate about $9,000 a month. That's below the 4% withdrawal rate on their $3 million, and that covers it. It's absolutely no problem. But from age 58 to 62, or if they delay Social Security, those 4 years, that's where they're carrying the full $12,000 of withdrawal per month by themselves, right? No Social Security. That $2,000 a month extra for those 4 years, that's the gap. And that's the bridge that you need to create to Social Security. And this is precisely where we see a lot of people freeze up. They see this gap and they start second guessing everything. Should I delay retirement? Do I need to save more? Should I just claim my Social Security right away and take that permanent reduction? What are my options? And more importantly, how should I structure my investments? None of those questions are really the question. It is, how can you mathematically build a bridge so that you have confidence that you can retire early before Social Security starts and then optimize Social Security to make a wise Social Security decision? Building that bridge intentionally with math, not just hope. So here's one way you can think about it. Step one, you got to build out your personal pension plan as if Social Security is already running from the first day that you retire. In other words, you have to size your income strategy as if you're only needing to cover that $9,000 a month from your portfolio. That's your starting point. You're going to rely on that for your retirement income for the long term anyway. So building out that personal pension plan, that investment strategy that provides for the short-term income and the long-term growth, that is key. From the $3 million, you've got to carve out roughly around $325,000 in your short-term bucket. That's your cash, money market, your CD ladder, 2 or 3 years of accessible income right there. Not a lot of risk in there, but it's earning something and it's there when you need it, no market volatility. Then another 700,000 or so goes into your intermediate bucket, that bucket number 2, where you're implementing hedging strategies designed for some growth, but also has downside protection, waterfall filling that short-term bucket as it gets spent down. And then that means the rest of your portfolio, the bulk of your portfolio, well over $1 million, that stays in the long-term diversified investments. That's the engine that continues to drive your portfolio for the long term. This is especially key if you're retiring early, right? 58, you need those dollars to continue to grow for your long-term retirement. That's your personal pension plan built for this scenario. But then you've got to build the bridge, right? You've got to add one more layer to that, because for the first 4 years of retirement, Social Security isn't there. You're short about $2,000 a month. And over those 4 years, that's roughly about $100,000 in cash flow that you're going to need to cover. But because you did this personal pension plan approach and then you calculated that gap, now you know what that bridge is. It's $100,000, and you can add that to your short-term bucket. That way, it's earning interest for you, and it's working for you, but it's available for you to draw on during those first 4 years before you start Social Security. This is just one example of that bridge that you need to build, but there's several different ways you can approach it. What's key is to have a plan and ensure that that plan fits within all 6 areas of your financial life and brings synergy to them. Because those few years before Social Security, before Medicare, are actually some of the most valuable planning windows of your entire retirement. Your income is likely lower, right? You're not on Social Security yet. You haven't hit required minimum distributions. Your taxable income may be the lowest it's been for a long, long time. And if you're distracted trying to figure out, well, how can I structure my income before Social Security, you're going to miss this planning window. And what's in this planning window? It's optimal for Roth conversions, for strategic tax planning, for making sure the dollars that you're spending come from the most tax-efficient bucket. It's also where your investment decisions make or break your retirement. So you have a system and you stick with it that both provides for your short-term income while also your long-term growth, no matter what's going on in the market. The point is this: if you're planning on retiring early, before Social Security starts, building a bridge to Social Security is a real concept and a real strategy. It can be built intentionally for your specific situation. It's not a gamble. When you actually run the numbers, do the math, and then you can look at it objectively and build out a bridge that's designed specifically for you. Work with your certified financial planner on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.